Back in Miami, Jim Simpson with John Brody. Here comes the Boomer Sooner team of Oklahoma and the Wolverines of Michigan. Halftime, Oklahoma leading by the score of 7-0. That's Bob Wood who will kick it off. Taken by one of the up men, and that is Luttrell, and Luttrell is across the 35-yard line and up to the 38. Howard, Hicks, and Pickens, the deep men. Joe Washington and hemmed in as he gets to the 40-yard line. It'll be second down and 7. To the right, Jim Bolden over there with him. Steve Davis going to run apparently, and no, sir, he'll be knocked down at the 26-yard line. It'll be fourth down, and they'll kick the ball away to Michigan. Gordy Bell twists out near the first down at the 48-yard line. Third and about 6. Elzinga under tremendous pressure from Leroy Selman on his feet and does not have the first down, I don't believe. Across the 45 to about the 47. Looking at the possibility that the Sooners might win this national championship. A long way to go, and Michigan's awfully tough. Jeff Colbreth is in there now. That is guess who? Derek Howard makes the stop. Colbreth has lost the football. Belongs to Michigan. Colbreth lost the football. Belongs to Michigan. Dan Jellick. George Wiskotsky is in for the first time tonight at tight end. Elzinga pitches back to Gordy Bell. Locker in front of him, and Bell gets down to the 20-yard line. Working on his left shoulder. Third down, short yardage. Elzinga carries the football very close to the first down, but it looks like he is a little bit shy. All right, fourth and a yard, and now Murray goes out, and Scott Hill, the other safety man, comes back in as Jim Smith checked in. Elzinga keeps. He's got the first down, I do believe, at the 15-yard line. Elzinga keeps the football himself and gets down to the 12-yard line, where Mike Holmes, or rather Bill Dalkey, made the stop. The quick pitch to Gordy Bell, trying to get around the corner. He throws. It's intercepted in the end zone by Sidney Brown, who's thrown out of bounds. He doesn't care. He knows the rule. Straight ahead goes Colbreth. Across the 30, first down at the 34. Starting through Joe Washington, across the 40 to the 42. Second man through again, Joe Washington, across the 45, first down, Oklahoma at the 47. Colbreth goes out, and Luttrell, 42, comes in. The silver shoes of Joe Washington. And I'm informed they are hand-painted.
I don't think the manufacturers make those.
Davis going to throw on first down and gets it out there, and there's the man again. Tinker Owens, run out of bounds by Dwight Hicks.
That's a tough way to have to cover a man.
Elvis Peacock of Miami takes the ball down to the 35 in the final voting. Luttrell. Ball is loose.
Okay.
Ball belongs to Michigan. Another fumble. Joe Washington fumbled the football. First down from a 34. Gordy Bell, he has been hamstrung most of the evening. He's been exciting, but he hasn't picked up too much yardage. Elzinga, look out. There he goes. Jimbo Elrod, Leroy Selman. Two All-Americans, including the Outland Trophy winner. Davis throwing on first down, or trying to. Moving out, stepping inside beautifully across the line of scrimmage, and Calvin O'Neill makes the stop at the 40. Right? They've been holding on to that football, and they've got the lead 7-0. Colbreth, fake to him. Davis with the football. Davis with another first down. Pitching out to Peacock. Oklahoma on the march at the 43. Colbreth with the football, and now they're beginning to chew up huge chunks of that Michigan defensive line. Davis steps over one man and just does get back to the line of scrimmage. Steve Davis cuts inside. First down, Steve Davis inside. Ball is loose and knocked out of bounds, but it'll belong to Oklahoma at the 20-yard line. First here's Colbreth. Look out, Dufek chasing him. Has him inside the 10. First down, Oklahoma. Second down and 10 to go for Oklahoma. Steve Davis carrying the football, and Davis, he scores! Steve Davis makes it 13-0. Oklahoma on a 10-yard run. Tony D will kick it off. Gordon Bell back near his own goal line, deep. It will be taken by the up man, Lytle. Lytle gets out across the 30-yard line. Leach turns it himself and has the first down. Leach still on his feet. Sidney Brown makes the stop at midfield. Jim Smith in motion. First down, and he throws the ball away, and Gordy Bell gets on it at the 35-yard line. Spread ahead goes Rob Lytle, and for not too much. It'll be third down and more than 20 yards to go. Steve Davis wrestled down by Perlinger, and it's fourth down. Number 97, Jeff Perlinger. There is Gordy Bell breaking into the secondary and has the first down near the 32-yard line. Here comes Jim Smith, and there's Jimbo Elrod to throw him at the 36-yard line. Second down and 14 to go, and Leach is going to try to complete one here. Throwing it down and way out of bounds across the way, intended for Keith Johnson, number 27. Leach has the time, delivers, and it is over the head of everybody. Intended for Keith Johnson downfield. Michigan, the fewest points they've had this year, 14. But they have none so far tonight. All down by Lytle. And Oklahoma is back in the hole again. Joe Washington in the end zone. Trying to get out of the end zone, and
he got out.
At the 1. Ball is loose.
Oh, my.
Now waits for the officials. That's Michigan. Now they say Michigan has got the ball on the 2. And 7:09 left in the game. Gordy Bell, touchdown. Stewart's not in there. They're lined up, so they are going to go. For the 2. Leach follows the interference, and Leach is stopped short. And UCLA feeling pretty good after what they did today. Onside kick. Go for the football. And it belongs to Oklahoma out at the 46-yard line. There's Joe Washington. Washington's got the first down, and he's inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line of the University of Michigan. Steve Davis. And a lot of folks over there, aren't there? Including Jeff Perlinger, number 97, who made the stop. Second down, 10. Straight ahead. Lytle. Gordy Bell, and he's not going to get anywhere near the first down. It'll be fourth down from a 25-yard line. That's Culbert getting away from Morton. Joe Washington turning the corner and has got the first down.
He's contributed as much this year as he has in the previous 2.
There he goes. Joe Washington cutting inside. Still on his feet. What a move, and finally dragged down by Devitt. Steve Davis across the 35, pitching back to Peacock. Down goes on to move the football and run down the clock. Oh, look at Joe Washington. He went into the line.
Howie Ice can tell me.
Pitch back to Joe Washington. They're converging on him. And it's going to be fourth down as he loses about 5 yards, and Michigan will get yet another shot. First down, Leach under pressure, and down he goes. It's 14-6. Leach, second down, has to put it up. He's completed one to Gordy Bell. Bell, nifty, running out across the 30-yard line.
They
to
have
the
no
34.
seconds to lose. They've only got 27 left.
Leach doesn't know where to unload it, and does unload it to Keith Johnson. That's another first down, which will stop the clock with 20 seconds to go at the 49. Third down, 5 seconds to go. Leach back to throw. Leach puts it up, and it is intercepted down the field by Scott Hill. Time has run out as Hill goes down. Oklahoma has won 14-6. They'll be voting in the coming week to see who is the national champion. Barry Switzer's group did an outstanding job with Billy Brooks and Steve Davis scoring the touchdowns on runs of 39 and 10 yards, and the fumble set up to Gordy Bell, 2-yard touchdown burst. Tonight, Oklahoma.